Alabama and LSU. Just putting those two names together and jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff.
That's my cup.
You sing my piece.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way. And who wins this one?
Labor.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give on the option. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. It's reverse. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
What was this play action last year? You got you in the back with Colts.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Pulls and fires complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Logan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Ruiz. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other, man. You can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Throws to the tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stay calm, did a nice job, stay in the course, and got his hand on the football for an infraction.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He might want another play. Third down play from the gun. Floating away. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out quickly. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I like the running back there on the route with patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on second and goal. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries again to get it in.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end and turn it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Good. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Fires to the wideout.
Get him to that bullshit.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to.
No, it's cap.
You keep defending like that, this offense might
They
be
let a nigga throw a perfect pass. He got
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. How about this sophomore running when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a deep.
I got a beating, bro.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Logan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Ruiz. Fires to the big fella. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Logan. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the grab. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Ruiz. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And to get rid of it quickly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Okay, we'll do that.
Alabama ready to
Sorry.
move to it to start the second half.
It's mine's inside the refrigerator in the drawer. I already got mine. Mine say tune. Mine say tune.
And he'll just
I put mine in the refrigerator in the drawer.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any hear this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
High crowd, roaring noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to pass, it's Ruiz. Catch in the middle, it's Logan. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw it. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds a man on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Ruiz. And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy. The legacies, the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is who you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line on the edge is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Western Kentucky. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the tackle.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Good tackle. Tackle. I'm spinning. Spinning.
David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Ruiz. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires toward the target. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now they're
relax, baby D.
just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Let's it fly. Can't make the ball.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Hey, so
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now adjusting. And
Should have threw it away.
They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Should have just threw it away.
Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection was a problem or the
Sorry.
quarterback just didn't
Should have
see
just
it, but the
threw it
result
away.
was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot.
Damn, man, that man got to catch that touchdown
Keeps doing
pass.
stuff
Oh,
like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dances away. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time, elite playmaker on the outside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back.
good tackle. They tried to work, man.
Has expired here in the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Good blitz, bro. Look at the game so lucky.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State has the lead right now. It's that inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking for a man, it's Ruiz. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Logan. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down bumper.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to
Play
get the
time.
ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to pass on second down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh, come on, bro. Get that fucking up on.
Fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard
Guy right there, Tim.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation.
Good
They
throw.
find the shot opportunity.
Taller
They
than
take
that.
advantage of it,
That's right.
flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sproles.
Sack.
On his way. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day and nowhere to run. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead, you've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Down at possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the...
Let's go. Oh, he quit on me. Oh, he quit. Of course. Dang. Getting dirty. Mm. Let's go, y'all.
I should have come. I never had fun in chasing. Hey, hey.
Oh, you're right there, too. Okay. Hey.
I can really believe
I ain't trying to hear that, bro. "42 seconds. He called a timeout. Let's go. Oh, he quit on me. Oh, he quit. Oh, yeah.